Hey everyone, hope you're okay. So, I wanted to talk to you today about whether you're living consciously, and I wanted to touch base with you. I'm trying to think when I last came on. That was last weekend. It feels a while since I've been on, but excuse me, I'm looking pretty tired. I've been up since like 5:30 this morning. Hi Joel, hope you're okay. But I felt like I needed to jump on today and talk to you and connect about how you're thinking, how you're living, how you're feeling, and a few things. I did some volunteering this morning with the kids at Worktree, and it's always really insightful to think about what they're thinking about, what kids are, just their behaviours, just the way they're sitting, just the way they're thinking. I just find it fascinating, and also kind of worrying how what their limitations are already. Hi Sam, hope you're okay. What their limitations are already at such a young age. And the reason I do what I do is because I felt like I'd got to 35 and then suddenly just kind of woke up. And when I started a new challenge, when I started to try and move forward, I realized how many limitations I had. Now, 95% of who we are by the time we are 35 is a set of memorized behaviors. It's a set of emotional reactions, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs and perceptions that function like a computer program. So if we are consistently doing something over and over again, it becomes an unconscious habit. So I honestly felt like by the time I'd got to 35, I was just living on that autopilot. And it came then important to me to think, wow, if I've just woken up and suddenly realised that life was very much happening to me, there must be thousands of people there in the same similar situations where you might just feel stuck. You might feel that you don't have any control. But think of your mind as a computer, and it can be rebooted. It can be rewired to help you get the success that you want. And it got me thinking, just because you have a thought doesn't mean it's true. Just because you've always thought a certain way doesn't mean that you have to continue to think that way. But sometimes it just becomes easier. It becomes unconscious. It becomes that well, I've always done it, so it'll always be that way, or it's always been in my family, so that's just the way I am. And so I kind of open the question to whether you want to challenge how you think, and are you getting the results that you want? Because if you're not, and you want to move forward, and you're feeling stuck, or you've always behaved a certain way, or maybe you're attracting the same sort of relationships or the same sort of friendships. If life feels like it's a little bit on repeat, that is because there are things that you are doing unconsciously. There might be things that you're accepting. There may be things that you've completely normalized, and there isn't anything wrong with it. And the only way it becomes an issue is when it becomes a problem. Hi Bert, I hope you're okay. So in order to change, in order to move forward, in order to grow, in order to change your life, and if that's what you want to do, hi Karen, hope you're okay. It's becoming conscious of what your belief patterns are, becoming conscious of what your behaviors are. Because when you connect with becoming conscious of why you do what you do, or what your belief system is, because your values and your beliefs, which are created at a very young age, are what actually drives you. So if you aren't getting the results, there'll be something that's unconscious that maybe you have been doing for a long, long time that could be blocking you. And the incredible thing, and why I studied NLP and hypnotherapy, is that when the mind is relaxed and when you're calm and when you're comfortable, your unconscious mind opens up and is suggestible to change. So if you really want to change and you really want to move forward and make a difference in your life, it's completely possible. You just have to believe and know that you deserve it and know that you want something different. And usually change comes from when there's these moments of crisis. There's these moments of extreme pain where then you suddenly say to yourself, this cannot go on, things need to change. And that is why it usually takes, whether it's like if you've had a health scare, or if you had somebody that you've nearly lost somebody, or that you've had a dramatic life incident and you've suddenly just woken up and thought, oh my God, something needs to change, it cannot go on like this, or that was too close for comfort and I want to change. And it's these moments. Hi Chris, hope you're okay, thanks for joining everybody, and feel free to share if you feel this might help, because I think that most people struggle, most people don't move forward because they feel that there's a lack of connection between, actually, we told ourselves for so long that change isn't possible. We've just become familiar to a certain way of living that we don't challenge that. And if you've always done something and always done it that way, then that's the life that you'll always get. So to make huge changes and to make changes, it's about consistently thinking in a different way and challenging what you think and challenging what results you've got so far, and working out why you've made them decisions, why you've got them results. And when you have that awareness, then you can make the changes. So if you would like to become conscious and be aware of why you make certain decisions, if you want to become conscious of what is holding you back, why are you always getting the same results, why are you struggling to overcome. So the link is, I'm going to add it because I've updated my iCloud password and it's disconnected the link between my calendar and the thing, but I'll add the link in a second. Alex, thanks for reminding me. Technical issues, new computer, passwords changed, reality. But sometimes we don't realize what's actually stopping us from moving forward, what's holding us back, and we don't realize that actually we are standing in our own way. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you have, and there is a way for you to gain control and take ownership over it and start to become conscious of your behaviors, of your beliefs, of your attitudes, and how they might be holding you back. So it's about helping you reformat, helping you rewire your mind in order for you to get excellence and success and achieve everything that you want. And be comfortable with uncertainty. Be comfortable with learning to know that actually you can achieve anything. You can work through difficulties. You can work through challenges, and being okay and accepting the journey. If things come up, if emotions become overpowering, an emotion is there to tell you what's going on. An emotion is there for you to reflect. And if you could observe the emotion rather than being drawn in, and be conscious of what the emotion is coming up and be able to deal with it. This is about you being able to cope with the emotion on a daily basis in order for you not to feel stressed, in order for you to be able to manage that so you can sleep well, so you can communicate better. Being aware of what your thoughts are, what your beliefs are, what your language is going to transform every part of your life, from relationships, health. There is huge research about how your mind impacts your health, impacts your body, impacts stress. So when you master that, it changes your health. It's shown people to heal. It's shown people to overcome illnesses. Because if the power of our mind is telling us that we can heal ourselves, that we can achieve what we want to achieve, this is going to change the neurological way that your mind performs, and your mind finds ways to heal the body. And it's your mind that's creating illnesses, that can create the depression, that creates the anxiety. So if you want to understand how this works and what your thought patterns are, this is going to transform, and this is why it's so powerful. And we underestimate actually how much power that we have over our own mind and our own actions. So if this has helped, please feel free to share. I just wanted to jump on because I think that sometimes we don't, hi Liliana, we don't realize that we sometimes do just perform on that autopilot. And this is helping you know that you're hardwired. And if you've always done something a certain way, you'll always get the same results. And how about challenging what you've always done? How about changing them unconscious habits, them beliefs, the perception, so you can have a different life? I used to think about rich people or think about things completely separate from me, completely outside of me. And now I know that that's just an illusion. That's an illusion that's been created by people around us growing up, teachers, friends, family, not knowingly creating that barrier. And this is about helping you understand that there are no barriers, only the barriers that we create ourselves. So how can you lift the invisible glass ceiling that you have above you and start to achieve things that you really want, attract everything that you want into your life, and know that it is possible? So please feel free to share. Thank you for everyone for joining in. Please feel free to comment. I love people's comments, and I can help give back and help you and guide you in the best way I can. So if you feel this can help anybody else, please tag them or share. Type #replay if you're watching this back, so I know when you've watched it, and so I know that when's a good time to go live. I tend to go Monday evenings, so that's kind of working well. But yeah, let me know if this has helped, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Take care. Bye.